Well, thanks everyone for being here. Today we're going to talk about the Workforce Alliance and some of the opportunities that we have right here in Wichita. Last week, I did an interview with one of you guys, I think, and during that interview, I wound up talking about opportunities that we have. And it was about our increase in violence and a conversation I had with our police chief, where our police chief said, by the time people start resorting to crime, we've already failed them as a city. And part of my job when it comes to ensuring that we allow people or give people the tools to meet their highest potential is to tell them about opportunities we have. During this time, a gentleman who was, I think, probably paying a parking ticket or something, came over and wanted to know about these opportunities. He was 61 years old and he worked at a factory for over 25 years. He said he was recently laid off because of COVID. And he just really, I could tell, felt negative about his perspective on job opportunities in the future. And one of the things I got to tell him about was what Keith Loring does over at president and CEO of our Workforce Alliance. And one of the things that I got to do is tell him all the great stuff happening at the Workforce Alliance. At the Workforce Alliance, there are job opportunities there that are ongoing right now, even when our economy is suffering under COVID. There are retraining opportunities right now where folks in our community can go and actually get credentialed for no money out of their pocket. And then, you could see that we aren't doing a good enough job talking about this. And that this gentleman, this information could possibly be that change he needs right now to get us through the next few months. With that, I got on a call with Mr. Loring a couple days later, talk more about these opportunities, and I thought that we should have him and do, I said, a better message or a better job messaging these opportunities, have him come to our press conference and tell us more about the Workforce Alliance Center, tell us their role in helping us get off the sidelines when it comes to this COVID economic downturn. While our numbers are going down with COVID, while unemployment numbers are going down, this is the time for individuals to take advantage of these opportunities that we have. But the first step in doing that is letting them know what those opportunities are. So that's why I brought Keith in. Keith, the floor is yours.
Good morning. Thank you, Mayor. I really appreciate the opportunity today to be here with you. And as the Mayor said, I think one of the challenges that we have at the Wichita Workforce Center, looking for a job is not a normal function we typically find ourselves in. And when you do end up in that situation, knowing exactly where those resources are sometimes can be a bit challenging. So I've got a couple of messages today. I mean, one, despite the economic downturn that we're going through, there are a lot of open jobs right now in the state of Kansas and certainly in the Wichita area. On kansasworks.com, the state's job board, currently there's nearly 40,000 job openings, and of that, here in the Wichita area alone, just in Sedgwick County, there's 3,500, and that doesn't include the entire metro area. And this is a wide variety of jobs. Several examples, a couple of examples of sectors that are hiring in large numbers right now are the healthcare industry. We're also seeing a lot of jobs in construction right now. And at the Wichita Workforce Center, again, because of the limitations with COVID, we are offering services in a virtual environment. We offer a number of services both to job seekers and employers. For anybody wanting to connect to one of our workforce professionals to learn information about employment and training programs, I encourage people to go to our website, workforce-ks.com. workforce-ks.com, very easy, or you can call us at 771-6800. We do offer a number of limited in-person services by appointment. These are for pre-employment skills training, orientations to certain programs, and our computer lab, our career computer lab, is now open to the public on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 12 to 4. And this can be to assist individuals with an online job search or actually to apply for a job online. Most places right now, even before COVID, you started to see a migration of taking applications online. So this is a service that we can provide individuals interested in employment. And also on our website, workforce-ks.com, we post daily job openings, and that changes every day. And so again, if somebody's looking for a job and you look on a Monday and you don't see something there, look back on Tuesday, because there's going to be a whole new fresh set of jobs for you to check out. We are also starting to do virtual job fairs, again, using the technology that is available to us. And the next one we have scheduled is October 27th and 29th. We'll be promoting that as much as we can in advance of that event. And for job seekers who may be a little intimidated to navigate a virtual environment, we will help you with a pre-event workshop. We will help those job seekers to help navigate what that virtual job fair environment will be like, so you can certainly be prepared to put your best foot forward when presenting yourself to a potential employer. And, obviously still suffering from the fallout from the 737 MAX production pause. So for individuals who have been laid off, and are interested in education or training programs, I certainly encourage those people to reach out to the Workforce Center. And it's not just Spirit, why Spirit certainly is the largest employer. We have dozens of other employers in this community that were impacted due to the 737, and now because of COVID. We have 2 specific programs for laid off workers for you to inquire about if you have been laid off or know someone who has been. And one is the Trade Adjustment Assistance Program, and the others are Dislocated Worker Grant. So again, if you've been laid off and you're trying to get back in the workforce and you think you might want to upgrade your skills, get some training, this is an opportunity to do so, and there are funds available. So I encourage people to take advantage of that. Again, our website, workforce-ks.com or 771-6800. And not only do we have services for job seekers, but we have services for employers, for those businesses that are seeking workers right now, and maybe trying to navigate through everything that's going on. We can help businesses post jobs. We can help advertise your openings. We can help screen screen job applicants for you. And especially a message to our smaller businesses who may not have the luxury of a full-time HR staff, and you have your people doing multiple jobs there. We can help you out. And so really, those small businesses in this community, please contact the Workforce Center if you need assistance in sourcing workers and talent. We can certainly help you there. And again, I think there are so many ways right now for an individual to try to find jobs with the technology. You got all the pay for services, Indeed, ZipRecruiter. Looking for a job online can be very challenging and almost intimidating to an individual. We can help that person for a basic job search. Our workforce professionals can really step in and guide somebody into the right opportunity for them. And I really want to pick up on what the mayor said. If you can upgrade your skills without having to enroll in a formal program, without having to go to a class, without having to get a student loan, at the Workforce Center, one of the things we can offer is a credential and a Microsoft product, Microsoft Word, Excel, at no out-of-pocket cost whatsoever. And Microsoft skills are one of the top questions that are asked during an interview. So again, if you need to upgrade your skills, this is the time to do it. We can really help you out. And not only, again, if you are interested in getting back into school, and we can help you just figure out the financial aid models. We can help with Pell Grants. We can help fill out the financial aid applications. We can tell you what schools offer what programs that lead to employment around here. Sedgwick County just took action yesterday with some scholarships for Friends University. Again, there's lots of opportunities for credentials, for certifications, where it might not be a full degree, but it gets you the skills you need to get you back in the workforce. And again, my basic message, and I want to echo what the mayor said, this is the time to take advantage of these opportunities. Don't sit on the sidelines for too long. We need you to engage, and just because you don't see a job today that fits for you, this is the time to keep looking. We see new jobs posted daily. The local economy is changing, the national economy is changing. It was changing even before COVID, and certainly the COVID crisis is going to exacerbate that change. And it's really modifying the skill sets needed for all kinds of jobs. We all talk about all the Zoom calls we're on and all the Microsoft Teams meetings and the way technology is impacting it. But really, it just at the way we are, when you think about artificial intelligence, robotics, all those things in manufacturing, this is a time when all that is being accelerated and an opportunity for people to try to skill up. It's never been more important to have technology skills, and what we're going through is certainly dealing with that. And at the Wichita Workforce Center, we can help people understand not only the current labor market, but what it takes to navigate an ever-growing and competitive job market. So again, I thank the mayor for having us down. I really appreciate the partnership we have with the city, with the local governments we have in the region overall, the Greater Wichita Partnership, the Wichita Chamber. We are all in this together, and it is going to take truly a team effort to get our economy moving in the direction that we need it to go to. So again, thank you, Mayor. I appreciate the opportunity to be down here today.
So again, part of our recovery strategy focuses on two different areas. One, of course, is our small business community and ensuring that they get the help they need in navigation through the different resources at the federal level and at the state level and the county level that are coming down. But just as important is ensuring that individuals, employees, people who are laid off right now, people who are out of work, they also get the resources that they need as well. I know that growing up, my dad used to tell me to work smarter, not harder. He was a foreman. He built houses. And in 2010, when the crisis, or actually I think it was 2008, when the last real recession hit and he was out of a job, he didn't really know what to do as far as how to apply for another job, how to work at a hardware store, how to work at Home Depot. He talked about that like that was an almost unachievable goal because he didn't use computers. This is an opportunity for people in Wichita to work smarter instead of harder because they have the tools over here at Workforce Alliance. We have Keith. We have people who work over there whose job it is to navigate what is an ever-changing climate and how to get hired so that folks who are in the same position that my dad was, who are in the same position as that man was who I spoke with last week, who was 61 and hadn't had to apply for a job in over 25 years, they now have a shortcut to navigate that system so that we can get people back to work. And if, let's say, you're going to use this as a pivot moment, a moment where, hey, I've been doing this, but I kind of always wanted to do that. This is a moment to go figure out what the resources are so you can get back either into formal program or to sharpen your skills with stuff such as Microsoft. So our goal is to get that information out there, let people know that this is the time. Let's be ready when things start really picking back up. Let's be ready for that moment. With that, I'm happy to take questions. Yes, ma'am.
What are some of the what can make someone stand out when looking for a job in this economy? When there's so many people laid up and few jobs for the many people looking for them, what can make the candidate stand out?
I'm going to pass it off to the expert.
Yeah, good question. And, certainly, like I said, the technology skills is a big factor, being able to navigate a computer, having a good work history. A lot of times if you've had work in one particular industry and you have a good solid work history, there are transferable skills. So when you write a resume, when you fill out a job application, you really need to accentuate and talk about what you can do, what skills you have, what you bring to the table for that employer. That is what's going to make your application, your resume stand out and get you the interview. And again, during a job interview, talk about your skills, really, and even if your accomplishments. That's what an employer wants to hear about, because I do think we have employers who are willing to maybe bring somebody on who might not have worked in their industry but has a good track record. So again, it goes down to what you can bring and what your skills are.
Further questions? I'll call on you guys if I need be. Yes, ma'am.
So I have a question that's unrelated. Of
course.
Anyone wants to. Okay. So we wanted to ask just for an update on the Cowtown Museum shooting. So we understand the city can't talk about the investigation itself, but we were hoping to just get some more information about the policies.
So my understanding is they're still looking into the details of what happened. The policy, when it comes to, and I was briefed by one of our policy people yesterday about this, is there is a I'm not going to go through it too much in detail, but there are protocols in place to ensure that the reenactments are done safely. And we still are investigating what happened there. Were those policies being followed? Was there human error? And on whose side was it? Was it on the person who came in with their own equipment, or was it on the people who were running the the production? I think it was a reenactment of a 1920s bootleg shootout or something along those lines. But obviously something happened there that we need to investigate and look into. And but policy-wise, we do have measures put in place to ensure that stuff doesn't happen, and we're still trying to figure out what went wrong.
Do reenactors use guns from the museum, or do they bring their own? Do they take guns maybe to shooting range or something, or go hunting with them?
These questions are better asked to the policy staff. My understanding is that the blanks are given by the museum, but it's probably better to double check your particular question, because I'm not sure if they also have prop weapons with the blanks in there that they utilize, or what the current practice is over at Cowtown. So my understanding is yes to part of that question, where some of the blanks, I guess, are used, are distributed from Cowtown. But again, we should probably ask one of our folks who are more familiar with the Cowtown reenactment policy than I am. I've been really overwhelmed with COVID and ensuring folks are safe and also getting our economy back going. So, but good questions, and I wish we're going to have more information come out as the investigation continues, of course. Other questions, any topic? John, you want anything?
I think you covered everything.
All right. Yes, ma'am.
Another one, what do you see happening in terms of the economy for Wichita in the next 6 months?
So, it's interesting because you can't really gauge out 6 months for where we are now with so many unpredictable variables. I will say right now, if you compare us to other comparable cities, right? Kansas City, Tulsa, Oklahoma City, Des Moines, Iowa, when it comes to getting our COVID numbers down, we're doing better than most. And control of the spread of COVID correlates with reopening our economy. Visit Wichita had a meeting where they presented data that showed that people are more likely to travel and spend dollars in cities that have a mask ordinance. And really that's probably code for cities that are taking this seriously and having numbers go down, right? So in Wichita, we have to continue down the controlling the virus, but not look at that as its own, line. We also have to make sure that that correlates with ensuring our small businesses have what they need to be successful, utilizing different strategies with that, which is something that I'm working with mayors from across the country to develop what those strategies are privately in some of the courses that we're in on. And also making sure that our individual employees, folks who are out there working, know what opportunities that are out there as well. So where are we going to be 6 months from now? Hopefully a better spot than we are now. But I will tell you that we are today in a spot that other communities were comparable to wishes they were at. So, Wichita, you never count us out. We're going to keep moving forward. We're a scrappy town, and we're going to keep moving forward to the next round. Anything else? You guys are great. Thank you all. Let me know if I can do anything for you.
Thank you, Mayor. Very much appreciated.